Hey everyone, welcome back to Bear's Workshop. In today's video, we've got Nikola site plans. Look at this. We got these last week in the town of Coolidge, and we got the digital version today, so we're doing a video on them. And we got several different pages. We got a whole bunch of stuff. This is going to be exciting stuff. So, let's go take a look. Okay, so this is the main site plan that we're going to be looking at. We're going to be using Trevor Milton as our flyover. He's going to be doing our flyover. But since this is the main page we're going to be looking at, we want to get the other ones out of the way real quick, and we're going to come back to this. The first page in the site plans, this is the official site plans. This was acquired from the city of Coolidge by just requesting them. There's some interesting stuff in here. There's not some other not so interesting stuff. We'll skip the most of it. But the most notable thing that I saw was the building and parking summary. It's got the different phases on it. Final build out. It's going to have about 1,500 parking places. And of those, 110 are going to be for electric vehicles. I thought that was kind of interesting. That's a decent amount of spots for electric vehicles. And don't know if people are going to have to pay for it or if it's going to be an employee perk. This site plan was from October of 2020. This is a topographical map. This is from October of 2020. This just shows the different elevations before the property was graded. Not much interesting stuff there, not to me, but we're going to move directly on to the landscaping. We're going to zoom in on this a little bit. So we've zoomed in on the landscaping, and what you can see here is that the front is going to be heavily landscaped. We've got different area. Trevor's in a retention basin right now, and there's a couple more up front. This is how we do it in Arizona. We just make retention basins around the properties, around neighborhoods, and when it does rain, which is almost never, the water will flow into there. We don't necessarily need large storm pipes and things like that. Underground sewers are not as necessary here as they are in a lot of other places. But decent sized parking lot, like the first page said, about 1,500 spots. I don't know which one of these are going to be EV. And then this is the final build out and how everything is going to look. But landscaping, I don't know if they're going to do any parts of it to finish off the first phase or phase one or phase two or phase three. So not sure when this stuff is going in here. Now let's go to an interesting page. This is the elevation page. This is what the view is going to be from the east going up here. See Trevor running across the site. Here's my factory. And then we've got the north elevation. Most of this I don't think is filled out as far as what the final appearance is going to look like. We can see that since this is like the north elevation, this is looking from the north. This is the area right here where Trevor's walking around. This is the dock area right here with trucks coming in and out. And then this is that north entrance that we see under construction. And that has darker colors right there. And then you can see all the windows. So this is what's under construction right now. Now we go to the south elevation. This is where we are right now. We're building from here to probably about here or so, where Trevor's head is. And you can see the facades that are coming out. There's going to be a total of 8 of them as we go through the entire project. So there'll be 8 of these things. We're thinking these are Arizona colors, close to the flag, or something along that line. It's more of a desert theme because it doesn't go with the Nikola blue. But this is what we're going to be looking at. We've got a couple spots here. If you look right underneath Trevor's chin, we've got an orange panel, then we've got a yellow panel, and we've got another yellow panel over here, and what looks to be an orange one. They're just spotted. I'm sure there's something behind the reasoning of the design. I don't know. I will ask someone next time I have an opportunity, like if the colors do signify Arizona state colors, or are they just trying to do a desert color, or is this just something that somebody designed and thought it looked cool? We'll find out. You can see this is the admin building. This is going to be the center, and there is no design on it yet, so that's going to be to be determined. But this is what we're going to be looking at from from his chin to his chin right there. That's going to be the section that is being built right now. And the next section will be a couple more lengths. Probably not to the facade that's coming up, the third one. I would imagine it'd be in the next phase. So before we go to the page that everybody wants to see, here's a 3D render of what the front of the building will be look like. Keep in mind some of these areas that are gray will be filled in, but here are all the facades in the front. And this, it's hard to vision right now because what we see right now is this area that's done here where Trevor is walking along the roof. We've seen that, that's all done. So the roof structure will be drawn in future renderings. But this is pretty much the concept they have going on. So pretty cool to see what the vision is. See, there's the battery building in the back. This one doesn't look like it's extended any further though, which is interesting. It looks like they may have forgotten to draw that in. All right, so here we got Trevor. He's flying over the site. This may be the only way he's going to be able to fly over this site or visit it, even though he's part owner. I don't know what's going on with that. But here he is. Trevor's going to take us through. Let's do the walkthrough. We've got 3 entrances that are going to be done on the bottom. The existing one that they're currently using is a temporary one. That is not going to be the final one. We have an entrance over here. This is going to be, looks like it's going to be for deliveries of parts. We've got an entrance over here. This might be for outgoing vehicles. And then we have our employee entrance right here. At these entrances right here, they're going to have small monuments, basically the signs that say Nikola. There's going to be some small ones on this side. There's going to be some small ones here. And then they're going to have a larger one. That's actually on the landscape plan that shows that there'll be larger monuments here. Now, as we look at this, we're in the red phase. We're going to call it red. We're going to keep the numbers out of it. So everything that's red is under construction right now. That includes these roads going around, and all these roads are done. Our next phase is blue. This is going to be more of the assembly building right here is going to be extended out. We're going to have a wash station to clean the trucks that they just finished, and then a dyno test area for testing the trucks and see if they're performing up to par. We have our security building also in blue. That's coming up also in this next phase. We're hoping for June. And then we have our global water campus, which is our site where we have our water tower or our water tank. And I'm sure there's going to be more things that are going to be put around that. And so that is going to be completed in our next phase, in our blue phase. After that, when we go to the green phase, which is technically phase 2, that is when there's a lot of construction. We've got the battery packing building is going to be added on to 2 more sections of that. We're going to have the entire assembly building is going to be finished on the left side, and then they will start on the right side, which is also part of the assembly building, and from what we've seen, the paint shop. So this is the paint shop area, one of these sections in here, and also the admin building up front. The parking lot will be completed in that phase. As you can see, these yellow dots all around the road, that is lighting. So each one of these, this area is going to be lit up. So this place should be pretty bright. Zooming out real quick so we can see what our buildings are. We've got buildings 5 and 600, electrical substation, essential utility complex. That's what these 2 buildings are right here. And building 700 is on the future plans for a supplier co-locate site. I believe that'd be if they're bringing another supplier who may be storing stuff. But honestly, I don't really know what that means. I kind of made that up. It sounds right, though. We've got in phase 2 also hydrogen storage right here. Phase 2 is going to be probably a year or so off, but so are the fuel cell electric vehicles. So it makes sense that not to build that now because you don't need it now. So let's put that off. It makes sense. So this is the site plan. This is what we're looking at. I'm pretty excited to see all these things come in. Phase 2, I was hoping to see a little bit bigger of a building or extension on 200, but you know, they know what they're doing. I'm assuming they know what they're doing. There's a reason why they're doing it like this, and so far it's working. They're getting phase 0.5, red phase is nearly done, so we're excited to see this. If you guys got any questions about anything that's on here, please put it in the comments. Maybe I can help you out. I've been able to zoom in and see some things that may not be visible to you guys on YouTube. So This is the site plan. This is the current site plan. If I find out something changes, I'll go back to the city planning and I'll get another copy and we will take a look at that. But this is where we're at right now. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. You want to see more content like this in the future, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button as hard as you can. Break your keyboard. Just subscribe. I want to thank all of our patrons for their support in making this possible. Please take a look at the link below in our description and become a patron and help us continue to bring you content like this. Now, let's watch Trevor fly for a little bit. Bye now.